Hi, this is Rebecca from My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop, and I'm excited to show you how to make a gift tag on the Baby Lock Altair embroidery machine using IQ Designer. So any machine that uses IQ Designer can do this for you. So let's go to the machine and I'll show you what we're going to do. We're just going to select IQ Designer. Then we are going to select our Shapes tool. Let me just explain these buttons really quick to you. This is our line buttons. So anything that we want to do to change lines is this section. Anything that we want to do to change fills is this section. And then down here we have a Shapes button, an Erase button, and a Base button. And some other buttons that aren't available because they're not available to use yet. So we're going to just go into our Shapes button, and I'm going to pick this cute little tag. You know that I've selected it because it's gray-blue. And then I'm going to select OK. You can see the design on my screen, and I'm just going to go to my line settings, and I'm going to select a straight stitch instead of the zigzag stitch. There are a few other stitches you can select. You can also select thickness of your line, or if you want different types of lines. I'm going to also select a blue color just so that it can set it apart from everything else, and hit OK. Now I want to assign that blue color and the straight stitch to my design. So I'm going to select the bucket under the line settings and tap on the line. And you can't tell very well, but it did change from black to blue. Now I'm going to hit the next button. And this just shows me what I have available on the screen. I have it blue in a straight stitch. And now I'm going to preview just to see what it's going to look like. This is what it's going to look like. And now I'm going to go ahead and set this into my hoop. The next thing we want to do is add a couple of other layers on top of this. So first, this is going to be my placement line, so I know where to place my fabric. And now we're going to add a tack down line. So I'm just going to hit the Add button. Now we're going to select our next shape to be the tack down line. And again, I want this tag. I'm going to click OK. I want this to be a different color, so we're going to go into settings. It says that it's a zigzag. I want it to be a straight stitch as well. And then I want to select a different color, so we'll select green and click OK. I do need to tap on my bucket and then tap the line, and it did change from black to green. So now I'm going to select Next. This just shows me a preview of what it looks like. I have a green color in a straight stitch. And now I'm going to hit Preview, select OK. And I want to set this into my hoop as well. So I'm going to hit the Set button and OK. And now you can see that I have my placement line and then my stitch or tack down line. Next, I want to add a star into the center. We're going to celebrate the 4th of July here pretty soon. So I want to add another shape. I'm just going to hit Add, go to IQ Designer, go back to my Shapes button, and I want to select a star. It's pretty festive. I'm going to select OK. I want to make my star fit inside of my tag. So I am going to hit the Size button, which has become available because I have a design selected. I'm going to select Size, and then I can change the shape and size of how I want. I can also move the shape if I want. I'm going to just make this smaller and make it about 4 inches. I know that will fit into my tag really well. Okay. We are going to, again, turn it off zigzag and put it on straight stitch. I do want to select a different color than the previous two, and then select OK. And to assign that to my star, I'm going to select the paint bucket and then pour it onto my star, or just tap that line. So it changed from black to orange. Then I'm going to select Next. I'm going to select Preview and OK. And if I like that, then I'm going to hit Set, and it's going to set it into my hoop. That is my placement line for my star. Now I want to add a tack down line for my star. Then we want to change this stitching and make it a decorative stitching so that it stands out a little bit. So I'm going to go to my line settings and I'm going to select this diamond button. And then I'm going to select red and select OK. Select the paint bucket again and tap on that line, and it changed from black to red. Gonna hit next, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to set it into my hoop now. We want to add one more thing to this tag. Thanks for staying with me. This has been just a little bit of a lengthy process. But we're going to add one more. We want to make this a reversible tag, so we're just going to put a back on it. So we're going to hit the add button one more time, go into IQ Designer, go into our shapes button, then we're going to select our tag, and this is going to stitch our whole tag together. It's going to have a front and a back. Hit OK. I want to change the line properties, and this is where I want to select a decorative stitch. So I'm going to select the star stitch here, and then we will make this blue and select OK. Select our paint bucket, tap on the line to change it from black to blue. That was a very subtle shift, but you'll be able to see it in a second. We'll hit next. So I'm going to select preview, OK, and it's going to show me what my tag is going to look like with that. Now I'm going to set this into my hoop, select OK, and as you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different steps. Let's go ahead and stitch this out. Put the hoop on the machine. I'm also going to select the embroidery button, and we're ready to go. Okay, now my star is stitched out. I do want to remove this excess paper. So I am just going to very carefully start tearing the paper away. I don't mind if there's a little bit of raw edges on the outside because I think it is just absolutely fabulous. It gives it a little character, gives it a little aging, antiquing, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so we're just going to rip the paper away. You're going to remove your tape. Now we want to stitch our last step and put the back on. So we're going to remove the hoop from the machine, and I'm going to flip it over, and you can see the outline of your tag. I am just going to lay my felt right over that outline, making sure that all of my lines are covered. And I am going to tape all 4 of these corners. So I'm going to flip it back over and put it back onto the machine. Secure my hoop, and the last step is ready to stitch. I'm going to put my presser foot down and hit start. Okay, so our tag is done stitching. I'm going to take the hoop off the machine, and you can see what this looks like. why don't you join me over at the cutting table and I'll show you how to finish it up. I'm just going to remove just this excess paper, and I really like that rustic look. Imagine what this would look like and how cute this would be if you used some decorative scrapbook paper. Oh my goodness. And I know I made this big. If you want to make it as a gift tag, you could make it smaller. I'm thinking this would be great to use as a pennant banner for the 4th of July. So now I'm just going to take my rotary cutter and my mat and put the 1/4 inch line right on top of my line that was just stitched. And I'm going to trim a 1/4 inch away from the edge. I'm going to turn it again, put my 1/4 inch line straight down through the center of those stars. But look how cute that gift tag is. It's all ready to go on your frame. Have fun making these. Thanks for joining me.